Welcome again. So today we will learn about the prime and composite numbers of chapter 3, playing with numbers of class 6. Okay. So in last video we have studied about making the means finding out the factors of any number, and first of all we will consider some factors, and based on those factors we will explain you what is the prime means number and what is the composite number and how to find out those. Okay, so we are concentrated in this session about the theory part of the prime and composite numbers. Okay, so let's start with means the numbers. Okay, so we'll start with number one. So number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, till now we are up to 10. Okay, and now here we'll write factors. Okay, so number 1 has only one factor, 2 has 1 and 2 factors, 3 has 1 and 3 factors, and 4 has 1, 1, 2 and 4, and 5 has 1 and 5. Okay, 6 has 1, 1, 2, 3 and 6. Okay, 7 has 1 and 7, and 8 has 1, 2, 4 and 8. 9 has 1, 1, then 3 and then 9. Okay, and 10 has 1, then 2, then 5 and then 10. Okay, let's consider one more, two more. 11 is 1 and 11. Okay, and let's take 12 as 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 6 and then 12. Okay, so here we will try to understand what is the concept of prime number and what is the concept of odd even number. Everything we will understand over here. So from the figure what we see here, that one, this is the only number 1 that has only one factor. Okay, and other numbers that are there, so that those are having more than one, means two or more factors are there. Okay, so and in that also we see that some numbers are having only two factors, okay, only two factors. Okay, so these numbers those have only two factors. Okay, those are the numbers that can be divided fully by either one or that number itself. Okay, so those numbers are called prime numbers. Okay, these are called prime numbers. Okay, means those numbers which can be divided by one or number itself, that number only, means those numbers that are having only two factors, those number will be called as prime factors. Okay, and what about one is not a prime number. Okay, so we start with this means terminology, and we will start with other numbers. Okay, so the numbers other than one, okay, whose only factors are one and number itself are called prime numbers. Okay, means other than one we are talking about, if those are having means factors one and that number only, then that will be called as prime number. Other numbers are called composite numbers. Okay, composite number means more than two factors. Okay, composite factors, composite numbers, sorry, composite numbers. So composite numbers are those numbers whose factors are more than two. Okay, so this is the concept of prime numbers and composite numbers. Okay, now we'll try to find out, how means how to find out prime numbers. So there was a Greek mathematician that his name was Eratosthenes. Its spelling is this, Eratosthenes. Okay, Eratosthenes. Okay, so this Greek mathematician has given a method of sieve. Okay, sieve. Sieve means to select, means select means some and let pass others. Okay, so they have shown the process that write starting from 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 and so on. Okay, so they have written like this, and they have shown that let's take one means image over here, and I'll try to find out what is that. We have taken one of the image over here. So okay, although it is downloaded from Google itself, so let's try to means find out this and explain you how it is looks like. Okay, so this kind of the means table has been suggested as a method of CU. So what they have said that first of all we need to cross out one. Means cross out means one means those numbers that are composite numbers we will cross. Composite numbers are others. Okay, we will cross out those, and the prime numbers we will circle out. Okay, so we will start with one. So step one. Step one we will cross out one. Okay, because one is neither a prime number. Okay, one is not a prime number, so we'll cross it out. We Since we need to find out the prime number, so we'll all number cross out those are not prime numbers. Okay, step one, cross out one. Then step two. So step two is to circle out one two sorry circle out two. Why circle out two? Because two is an even number. Two is an even number, and there are only two factors. Okay, two is also a even number, that is prime number. Okay, two is the only even number that is prime. Okay, so we will divide all those numbers, because we are circling 2 just because it is a prime number. Okay, for rest whatever numbers are there, we will divide first of all by 2 to all 100 numbers. So we divided 4 is means divided by 2, so it's crossed as it is a composite number. Similarly 6, then 8, then 10, 12, 14, 15. Okay, no, not 15, 16, then 18, 20. Okay, and so on. So we'll all cross out all those numbers that can be divided by 2, means even numbers. Okay, so all those numbers are the composite numbers, so those are not the prime numbers, so we have crossed out. So all those numbers has been crossed out. Okay, so this was step 2. And now what is step 3? Step 3 will start with dividing by 3. Dividing by 3. Okay, so those numbers that has been remained after crossing out of division of 2, then we'll start with 3. Okay, so these numbers will be selected. Okay, 3 itself is a prime number, since it has two factors only 1 and 3, so 3 is a prime number, so it's circled. And after 3, what we'll get? We'll get 9. Okay, as 9 earlier we have not crossed because it was not even number, so it is a 9. Okay, then 15. Okay, so we'll keep on dividing by 3 till 100, and whatever number is divided by 3 exactly, that will be crossed out. Okay, now after this step 4, we will come to step 4, and we will divide by which number? We will divide by 5. Okay, so 5 itself a prime number. Okay, so we'll divide by 5 to others. So what we'll get? We'll get like 25 is there, 35 is there. Okay, so these are the odd numbers, and that can be divided by 5. So these will be crossed out because these are the composite numbers except 5. Okay, then step sorry, then step 5. In step 5 we'll start dividing by 7. First we will circle out 7 because 7 is a prime number. Then they will divide those remaining numbers that are not crossed out, and then we will find out which are the prime numbers. Okay, so we'll keep doing this till all numbers are either circled or they are crossed out. Okay, so in this way we'll find the total prime numbers. So finally, whatever you are looking at the figure above, that the numbers that are circled, those are the prime numbers, and those are crossed out, they are the composite numbers. Okay, so this is called a this method is called sieve of Rathothines. Okay, so in the name of the Greek mathematician. Okay, so first of all, now we'll take the example and explain you what that example is saying. So example 4 is write all prime numbers less than 15. Okay, less than 15. Okay, so we'll start writing, and you can see by you can observe here by looking at the table itself, but we will not look at the table, and we'll start writing 2. Okay, then 3. Okay, only 2 is even number, so after 2 you need not see the any even numbers. Okay, so then 5. Okay, then 7. The next odd number is 9, but 9 is not a prime number, that is composite number. Okay, so we leave it, we'll go to 11. 11 is a prime number. Okay, then 13. Okay, so these are the numbers that are the prime numbers that are less than 15. Okay, understood? Now we'll talk about the odd and even numbers. Okay, even numbers, even and odd. So what are those? So any number that can be divided by 2, okay, exactly divided by 2, that is an even number. Means starting from 2, 4, 6, 8, okay, and 10 and so on. Okay, so these are the numbers that can be exactly divided by 2, or in other words you can say that these are the multiples of 2. Okay, so these numbers are the even numbers. Okay, fine. And you need to remember that any number, any biggest number, whatever you see, if those numbers, unit numbers, are having any of these digits, 0, 0 or 2, 4, 6, 8, okay, then those numbers can be divided by 2, and those numbers will be called as even numbers. Okay, let's take an example. Okay, 1 2 3 5 6 0 0 9 2. Okay, so any number you take, you need to see only the unit digits. Okay, if unit digit is one of these, then it is an even number. Since it is a 2, so it is an even number. Okay, and if unit digit is not one of these, then that will be an odd number. Okay, because odd number, because that cannot be divided by, that number cannot be exactly means remainder. Okay, if that number is exactly divided, then that number will not have any remainder. Okay, if any remainder is coming, it means that is not exactly being divided. Fine, so this is the case. Okay, so rest of the numbers, what are the odd numbers? Odd numbers start with 1, then 3, then 5, then 7, then 9, then 11 and so on. Okay, so these numbers are called the odd numbers. Okay, fine. So few things are there that you need to remember, and if someone is asking which one is the smallest prime number, okay, smallest prime number. So what we have seen now, okay, numbers start with 1, okay. So as we know, 1 is not a prime number, okay. So we don't consider 1 as a prime number. So next number is 2, okay. So 2 is the smallest prime number. If anybody is asking what is the smallest prime number, then you will say that 2 is the smallest prime number, and that is even, okay, even. And because 2 is an even number, okay. Other prime numbers are 3, 5, 7, 11, okay. So what other things we can say, that any numbers, any means every prime numbers other than 2, or odd, okay. So we can say that every prime number other than 2, are odd numbers, okay. So this is a means condition. So finally we have discussed about prime numbers, composite numbers, even numbers, odd numbers, and 2 is the only prime number that is even, and others are odd, and 2 is the smallest prime number, okay. So this is the thing that we have studied here, and how to step by step we have also explained you how to means get this table of sieve of the Greek mathematician, and how to means make it. So you need to salute this mathematician who has means given us the unique way of finding out. Okay, so this is the thing that we have explained of the prime and composite numbers of means chapter class 6 of playing with numbers. So this is all. We'll meet again with the exercise. We'll see this exercise 3.2. Okay, so we'll wait.